everyone, thank you for watching. In today's tutorial we will be learning the body roll. This is like this, and this was requested by Raiden Wisnu. Thank you very much. Anyone else who wants to request a trick, please let me know and I will try my best to do it. We're going to do it with a big ball and also a juggling ball. We're going to learn with this to get it with this, because it's very easy with a bigger thing. You can use a football, a basketball, whatever you have, but I would recommend getting something as a prerequisite to the juggling ball. First, I'll explain the concept. So you're gonna rest it on the back of your hand. I believe this is called a closed body roll, as opposed to the open body roll, which is more like this, but I just do this one. So you're gonna have to put it between your index finger and your ring finger, and it should nest quite nicely like this. So the concept is you're gonna always try and maintain this position. So your arms are up, your hands are up, you're kind of like this. Basically, think about it. The ball is gonna go round like this. So your arm can't be down here, because then it's going to have to travel upwards. So you kind of need to hold your arms a little bit higher than probably what you do when you start out. It feels a little bit awkward. The second thing to keep in mind is it looks like a bit of an illusion. It looks like someone is standing like this and the ball is magically going round and round, but in reality they are moving. Either their arms are moving, or their body is moving, or their feet are moving, or they're moving everything, and it just looks like they're completely static. But remember, the more you practice it, the easier it's going to be to do it while you're standing still, basically. This is all just to say, don't start out and just like be like this and wonder why it's not like happening. When learning this trick, I think it's definitely better to split it into sections. So the first section is from your hand to maybe your elbow. Second section can be from your hand all the way up to your shoulder. Then it's going to be from your hand all the way up to your shoulder and then onto your chest. And then obviously it's round to here. And then once you get it to the arm, that's going to be pretty much the last section. Like you might find getting to here and it falls off. Eventually you're going to get it all the way up, round, back to the hand. And once it's on your hand in the same starting position as we started, that's the crossover, and it just repeats like this. So with this in mind, let's get started. Keep your arms up in the correct position. First thing we're going to do, we're going to lift the arm with the ball on. So we're going to get a bit of a slope to initiate the momentum. We're not just going to lift it, we're also going to flick the wrist a little bit, not like that, but just we're going to lift it, flick the wrist, and it's going to start the roll. So we're going to start here, going to lift it, flick the wrist, and it's going to roll. At this point, I'm completely still. What you're going to need to do is move your arm under the ball. So it's not the ball going down your arm. Imagine it like your arm is going down the ball. So if the ball starts here, it's going that way, you can actually push your arm in the position. Instead of just waiting for it to roll in the right place, you can move your arm accordingly. Obviously this is going to feel and seem very unnatural when you start, but it's going to make more sense very soon. At this point, I would transition to the big ball. The principle is exactly the same. I just thought it'd be useful to explain it with the little ball first. The big ball is going to make it so much easier. As I said, you can use a basketball, a football, anything. Start in exactly the same way and do the exact same thing. Lift your arm, flick your wrist back, and then push your arm under the ball. So you're aiming to push it all the way until it hits your shoulder. You're going to go like this, arms up. See how I'm pushing it forward like this? It's subtle, yeah, but it's a movement from me. So I'll show you one more time from the side. You're gonna go up. Once you got that far, you have to think about the movement continuing. It's now not just your arm, it's going to be your whole body. You have to picture this like a track. So what we've done, we've moved the arm and we've pushed it forward. Now how can we help the path of the ball with our chest? At the moment it's hitting my shoulder like this and it's falling off. So what you're going to have to do, push that forward, and then you don't want to push your shoulder forward like that. You want to open it up so it's more like this. What I'm doing, I'm leaning back a little bit. You don't want to over lean back because that's going to start to hurt your spine, but you want to lean back a little bit and push your chest out. And what this does is it really makes this into a good supportive track. So that's going to look like this. That was me trying to exaggerate the movement. So, all in the right position, arms are up, lifting the hand, lifting the wrist, and then pushing my arm forward, and then pushing my chest forward. So the ball isn't going onto my chest is going onto the ball. Well, in reality, it's a bit of both, right? But I'm just exaggerating this. At this point, you need to repeat the process from your chest to your other arm. Now it's getting a little bit of a repeat of what was happening from here to here, but now from here to there. So you want to open that up and make this into the opposite of the arm that we started with, right? So it's all a smooth thing. Once you do get it from your chest onto your other arm, you may find that you even have to raise this, because obviously it's easier for the ball to go down, but then you need it to be, you know, in the right path. You can't be going like this. So sometimes you can go here and then lift it back up and initiate that momentum from even this elbow. So try to do 2 in a row. Stop in there. Once you get it with the big ball, like this, try both ways. And try also, what I was doing there is throwing it on. It won't take you too long to get this, it's just a little bit, I find this easier than holding it and balancing it and then starting, but that is what I'm doing, but from a throw, if that makes sense. So try a couple of these, move on to the ball. What you're gonna find with a juggling ball is the clothes that you wear are going to make more of a difference. Like, for example, where that ball didn't get stuck on a jumper here, this one probably could, so be aware of this. What we're going to do, same thing, put it there, exactly the same stuff, but now it's going to be way more sensitive to movement, and you're going to have to be a lot more precise with what you do. Obviously it's a lot lighter, but it's pretty much the same. You're just going to lift it up. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. This isn't really my specialty, but I hope I've given you some decent tips. I think it's just a matter of practicing. Definitely if you start with a bigger ball, you're going to have a much easier time in doing so. I wish you the best of luck getting the body roll. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment me more tutorials, more tricks to do, etc. Have a lovely day. See you later.